How does your product use or challenge conventions, and how does it represent social groups and issues?
My magazine, titled Faka Striving to Death Every Day, serves as a platform for amplifying the videos and stories of individuals and communities facing adversity of poverty. Faka is a magazine concept dedicated to shedding light on the pervasive issue of poverty through compelling narratives, insightful articles, and impactful visuals. Through personal stories, expert analysis, and investigative journalism, FACA aims to raise awareness, inspire action, and foster empathy towards those affected by hunger and poverty. With a focus on exploring the root causes, highlighting innovative solutions, and amplifying the voices of those marginalized by socio-economic disparities, FACA seeks to ignite meaningful dialogue and drive positive change in the fight against hunger and poverty. FACA is a magazine dedicated to exploring the complexities of poverty from diverse perspectives. It features in-depth articles, photo essays, and interviews that delve into the lived experiences of individuals affected by poverty, as well as analysis of systematic issues perpetuating economic inequality. I chose to focus on poverty and how people are starving and striving to death because of having not even basic resources of life to live as my central social issue. Poverty is a global phenomenon that affects people in both developing and developed countries. While extreme poverty has decreased in recent decades, millions still live in poverty, particularly in regions such as Sub-Saharan Africa, South Asia, Indo-Pak subcontinent, Pakistan. Poverty is a complex social issue with significant economic, health, educational, and intergenerational impacts. It reduces productivity, limits access to healthcare and education. Global efforts to alleviate poverty, millions of people still live in poverty, highlighting the ongoing need for effective interventions and systematic change. My research involved studying established magazine conventions and analyzing how different publications approached representing social issues and marginalized groups. I examined factors such as casting choices, locations, props, makeup, photography styles, layout designs, and graphic elements to understand how they contribute to conveying narratives effectively. While explaining how I followed or challenged conventions of casting, I aim to cast individuals from diverse backgrounds and experiences to ensure authentic representation. Rather than relying on traditional models, I sought out real people with lived experiences relevant to the stories being told. While telling about location, I chose locations that resonated with the narratives I was portraying, avoiding cliches and stereotypes. My goal was to select settings that added depth and authenticity to the stories, whether it be urban environments, rural landscapes, or intimate indoor spaces. While talking about props were used sparingly and purposefully, serving to enhance storytelling without overshadowing the narrative. Each prop was carefully selected to contribute to the visual narrative and evoke emotion or context relevant to the story. My photography style varied depending on the story being told, ranging from candid and documentary style shots to more stylized and artistic compositions. I aimed to capture the essence of each individual and their experiences through visually compelling imagery. The layout of my magazine was designed to prioritize readability and visual appeal. I experimented with different grid systems, typography choices, and image placement to create dynamic and engaging layouts that complemented the content. Graphic elements were utilized to enhance storytelling and create a cohesive visual identity for the magazine. I employed color schemes, typography treatments, and graphic motifs that resonated with the themes of resilience, empowerment, and diversity. My layout was inspired by contemporary design trends that prioritize simplicity, clarity, and visual impact. I drew inspiration from both traditional print publications and digital media platforms to create a hybrid layout that seamlessly blends text and imagery. Each page was meticulously crafted to guide the reader through the stories and evoke emotional responses. Through the logo's voices of resilience and starvation to death, I aimed to represent social issues and marginalized groups with dignity, respect, and authenticity. My goal was to humanize complex issues and challenge stereotypes by sharing personal narratives and lived experiences. Through my magazine, I sought to showcase the diverse voices and untold stories of resilience within our society. By elevating marginalized voices and shedding light on social issues such as poverty, I aim to spark conversations, foster empathy, and inspire positive change. My goal was to create a platform for empowerment, connection, and advocacy where every voice is